You just look like a diva.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I went way back. Mine's Beethoven. I would love to see a deaf. I would love to see a deaf man.
I am excited to see maybe in the future some songs.
Don't mind me.
I had to train myself to do this.
All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of That's How You Feel. I would like to actually introduce you. As you can tell, we have a new host on the show. We've been hinting at some changes lately, and unfortunately, Caleb and I decided to part ways, and so Joliet4 is on the show with us today. We do have a special guest today. It's kind of called the exit interview. But
that's so funny.
I would like to welcome back Caleb Anthony to the stage.
It's good to be here.
You reminded me so much of your brother David in that moment.
I'm into it. I feel like such a celebrity right now. But I decided to get dressed up because we got a special guest in the building.
You know, I almost wore slippers to the show tonight.
So you wanted to dress down?
I was like,
let me take these off. People need to see my
Somehow
eyes.
both those things make sense.
Yes.
I'm into it. Go change.
I should clarify. I'm just kidding. Caleb is still the host. I'm hopeful. We'll see.
I hope she replaces me, honestly.
No, the truth is I have a giant zit like right here, and I don't want any of y'all to see it. So that's why I'm on this side. Thank you.
I was wondering, why am I? But hey, you know
They're being
what?
very accommodating.
I would like to say, you said this is what.
Yeah, Barbara Streisand does this. Yeah.
So all the late night show hosts have to change their spots.
Yeah, they'll move. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
She won't come on the show. So I was like, I think I'll be that bee today.
Well, I just want to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, or leave a review.
And share
Or download. We appreciate you guys' support. It's been really cool to see all the comments, all the love that you guys have been sending this way. We are excited to actually introduce our special guest this week. This is
cue applause.
This is the one and only Joliet4.
Hello, welcome. To myself.
Welcome to That's How You Feel. How do you feel?
I feel good. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm too excited.
I feel good. Let's go.
This is like the first. Stop. No, we're not.
I knew that I would. Come on.
I feel good.
Okay. You know, just real quick, we've had comments about people saying, "Could you just get into the show?" And you're not listening to our listeners.
Okay. Anyways, couple shout outs. I'd like to bring out some. I cannot speak tonight.
You'll get there.
It's the grape. I fed you grapes, and now you're.
Yeah.
That sounded weird.
I'm also getting over a cold. Also, I know a lot of this is getting cut out because I've messed up. I hope
Julia leaves all this in.
I want to give a couple shout outs. As we've mentioned before, if you do comment, we will possibly read your comment on the show. We do see all the comments and we appreciate you guys responding, reacting to the videos, but we wanted to give a couple shout outs.
We do see them all.
We do. We
see all the comments.
The good, the bad, and the wonderful. From Lacey Shockley 2657, this is on YouTube. This was in regards to when we talked about Disney movies and stuff like that.
Okay.
But she said, and this is in all caps, but I'm not going to yell. Dinosaur ? A Bug's Life ? We would not have been friends when I was younger because we did not mention those movies as in the top 5.
Oh, Bug's Life is so funny. I didn't see
a good movie.
A Bug's Life?
One. Yeah,
I'm thinking of Ants. Never mind. Wrong
also one. Good. Came out at the same time.
They did.
Also very funny.
Yeah.
So do you like those movies?
Go to the next comment.
I was gonna say, actually, Dinosaur is a great movie. I feel like it's never talked about.
The Good Dinosaur or just Dinosaur?
The cartoon, right?
No, it's like CGI.
Yeah, CGI.
I don't know. It's one of the, but it looks like real dinosaurs, and they have to travel to get to water. And next comment is from PHVRVOH. Is that supposed to say Pharaoh?
I have no idea.
But this was in regards to Caleb. So have you ever done the Hogwarts test?
Sure.
Like to see what house you're in?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
What house are you in?
I'm
She said
Gryffindor,
Hogwarts.
100%. Yeah, Gryffindor.
I think you did what most people did. Cheated.
Really?
Well, because
Do we need to take it right now?
But how do we know you're not cheating?
I don't know. How do you know?
Because you can tell if the answer is going to lead you to Gryffindor.
So the comment was
Getting put in Slytherin.
Slytherin.
Getting put in Slytherin, then being unhappy and cheating the test to get placed in Gryffindor is so Slytherin.
that's what I did. Well,
Nice.
I didn't do it on purpose. I took the test, got Slytherin, and was very unhappy with it, so I retook the test and got Gryffindor.
So doesn't that mean he did it on purpose?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. I don't care.
It's like, aren't those tests meant to like show you how you like? It's a self-reflection thing. Like, do you actually put others before yourself? Do you actually? It's maybe a projection. I wish I was this way, but actually I'm not.
Yeah.
It's the same with Myers-Briggs. I feel like you take those, and you're not really sure if it's going to be you're projecting into the answers, and you're looking. You wish you were this person, but how do you know if you really are?
No,
I don't know.
Well, because our minds question ourselves constantly too. Even like I feel like when you say an answer, you're like, "But is that really my answer?" Mm-hmm. See what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever do that?
I feel like a third wheel.
You should be. I mean, you are.
I'm going to get my sunglasses back.
All right, Joliet. So
Yes.
I would like to have Caleb take a few seconds to introduce
Joe?
Joliet4.
So Joliet4 is a singer/songwriter. She has once lived in Germany. Before.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Spent some time in. I almost said Russia. I'm so dumb. Spent some time in Europe. I would've
Germany
said, cool. Germany is in Europe. Okay, I'm saying that right.
Good job.
And she has a cat named Midnight.
No.
Nighttime. Nighttime. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my daughter named the cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was, we have lots of green out there, and so you just see this little black spot moving around. He's a black cat.
Gotcha.
If that wasn't obvious. And we thought, she's going to name him Midnight, and she didn't. She named him Nighttime, and I was like, what an interesting take.
That's
How
the
long have you
coolest
had
name.
this cat?
Yeah. Well, he came with the house. We moved in, and we have a feeling that the lady that lived there before us, who kind of died tragically, we think it might have been her cat. And because he was very friendly once he warmed up to us, so 2 years-ish.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
I have a squirrel brain. So
have
it takes me to the other way. But
Trying to have a podcast
one of my
here.
friends, they moved into a house they were renting, and it was on this street. There was a cat that was really just like the neighborhood cat, and it would just come on your porch and live there. But it didn't have a name, and so I named it
No, what'd you name it?
Herpes.
Okay.
Because you never know.
You never know where
And you never know what's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's amazing. There was a joke about that too. Like we went and got him like his shots and everything, and I was like, maybe I should have gotten on Next Door Neighbor and asked first, how many shots has this cat had this year? How many homes does he have? I'm kind of worried about that now.
He's probably been he's gonna be like a superhero cat.
That cat's
Something
real
like that.
owner is somebody's taking really good care of Derek right now.
We figure he's big and well fed because he eats the animals out of the yard, but he might just be going to other houses.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not a cat person.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Okay. That's all it took. Who wants to be my next co-host?
You ran off our guest already. Heavens. So Joliet is here because we're super, 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 super into music, musicians, things like that. And so we thought we'd actually bring a professional on the podcast.
Hi.
And that is what and also I'm going to say she's a personal friend of mine.
That's for her to
It's
determine.
true.
Okay.
It's true.
The scary part is I kind of want to ask, have I made it to a friend?
Absolutely.
Of mine or of hers?
Oh, no, I know I'm not yours.
Oh, okay.
Of Joliet's.
Yes, absolutely. You guys.
Okay.
Very
We
happy
are
to
friends.
know you.
Can we do a high five?
High five count.
Yeah.
I was going to say, also, I do want to kind of plug and mention this just because it's kind of a cool new project I've seen you've been working on. But you also have another, it's kind of a break off, but it's a duo.
Yeah, right. I have a friend that I met through the streaming platform. I live stream music. We met several years ago, and we both just wanted this, like, to have a duet partner. And so I reached out to him. But anyway, we're called Mutual, and you spell it with a 4 instead of an A.
Yeah.
So yeah, because we're cute like that.
Well, and I've seen some of your guys' lives and stuff, and you guys are incredible.
Well,
Just
thank
saying.
you.
So,
Thank you.
I think I even sent you some like roses.
Yes.
I was like, oh, TikTok. Let me send some gifts. See, I support people.
Yeah.
Hey, when Joliet's live on Twitch, I tune in pretty much every time. I should say, if she remembers to actually post that she's going live,
I have not been for like
then
a month.
I will tune in.
So.
I will say I do not have any, and I'm just to be honest. So I'm excited you're on the show.
Yeah.
To maybe tell me a little more. I have no concept of Twitch other than I know what it is, what it does.
Yeah.
But like I have no concept of like.
We're gonna become Twitch streamers.
Okay. Doing our Fortnite. I'm undefeated.
Tell me about your undefeated streak. Go.
I'm undefeated in
hold
Fortnite
on.
right now.
No, wait a second. That was the third. That was the big third fact about Joliet. The reason that I started playing Fortnite in the first is because
Do you
of
play
this
Fortnite?
person.
Do you have PlayStation?
No, I play on PC.
Okay.
So she's a This is not the topic of the show, but no,
Bring me back for your gaming.
this individual over there, I was tuning in to her live stream and she was playing Fortnite, and I was like, I wonder if I downloaded this, would she let me kind of play like on the live stream? And so I think I sent her like a little text message or something. I was like, hey, if I do this, can I play with you? And she said, sure. I downloaded the game that day and she stopped playing for like 6 months.
I really did, yeah.
Here's your sign.
Yeah.
I still am incredibly addicted to the game.
Well,
and I've played with Joliet like one time.
Well,
I played like twice.
It was like,
and
it was
what you like to
definitely
do
one, and I ran
in
off.
teams, which makes complete sense, is run off by yourself and get in trouble, and the whole group's trying to do something.
Several
We're
times.
somewhere, and there goes Caleb. It's
Several
fine.
times throughout the game, they were like, "Where's Caleb?" And
This is
I
not
was
how you play
usually
with a
getting
group.
shot at.
Because I have PlayStation. So can I play Fortnite?
Yeah,
with
it's
you?
all cross-platform. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not going to
we can play with
say
Joliet sometime?
we could play with Joliet sometime. Well,
I just
if I ever play again.
yeah, she'd have to.
if it helps, I've really only played like a handful of times.
But you're undefeated right now. Congrats.
yes, because I played one round with Caleb
Crowns.
and shout out to Zach.
He doesn't watch the podcast. Don't say his name.
It's a little too
His
late
wife
for
does
that.
though. So
Then shout out to Zach and his wife.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, no, it's I helped them win for the first time. They said they've never won
Hey.
together.
Never got it.
And
Yeah, it's because
and I
Zach is terrible.
I come in and-
But we're gonna talk about music though. That's why Joliet's here. That's why we're gonna talk about music. I am curious though, like who's an artist or what's a genre of music that you listen to that might surprise people about you?
I'm gonna let one of you guys go first.
Mine, like I've said it before on here, but mine's country music. I'm into it.
I love country
Like
music.
people don't normally think that I would listen to it, but I have like a Spotify country music playlist that I will.
Who's your favorite artist right now?
Country artists? Okay. See, y'all are gonna think I'm dumb, but I like Morgan Wallen.
Me too.
Like,
I was about to
think
say.
Why would I think you're dumb?
because he's not real country. Like most people think country music is like that red dirt
No,
country
Morgan
banjo.
Wallen is
yeah, there's
he's listed it
subcategories.
as country.
But
Now-
the songwriting.
I should also say I love the song "Fancy Like" by Walker Hayes, and we fancy like Applebee's on it. That
know that
song.
one?
Oh yes, I know it now that you've sung it. I'm like, I don't know.
I
I
love that
recognize the
song
name.
so much.
This
That's good.
this episode's literally going to be all three of us singing.
It makes me feel so good.
I know.
And people, so yeah, country music. I love country music.
Yeah.
Well, I like country music. I don't. I definitely do like it.
For me, I don't know that I would surprise people with it. I listen to everything
Right.
except for screamo or rock. I don't really care for those. But maybe like punk rock. Maybe people will be surprised by that.
Like who?
Pop punk. So
Like who?
Mayday Parade. Some of
Never
the
heard of
older ones. Taking Back Sunday. I love Taking Back Sunday.
Never heard of them.
Secondhand Serenade. I'm trying to think of CDs that used to be in my car. There's a whole bunch more.
Okay.
Day to Remember.
Sure.
The Asparagus one.
Yeah, I know them.
The angel.
Let's actually keep our singing to a minimum because we're actually in the presence of a professional singer. So.
No, you're both amazing. Do you not? Did your audience not know this?
Actually, they don't.
That's really funny.
don't.
So you kind of understand.
Who do you like that might kind of surprise some people?
Okay, so a long time ago, Walmart and Target used to carry. There was like these little kiosks at their store that had. I don't know where they came from, but it was like little pictures on them, and you could click on them and listen to samples of music.
I remember that.
And there's like piano. There's like,
Yes,
you know,
okay.
harp or something.
Yes.
I forget exactly the name of them, but I think they're called Lifescapes music.
Wasn't it like scenery, like nature?
Yeah, like it's
okay.
supposed to be real
Yes,
calming
yes.
and like I loved this one. It was like a piano Lifescapes and it was all Christmas music.
Right.
I'm a huge fan
I'm
of
here for it.
Christmas is my genre.
Yo.
Okay, thank you.
I'm in.
I also love like Enya, anything Celtic. There's a band called Voice of Comfort that doesn't do anything anymore, I don't think. And I think there's maybe one album out, but they have like Celtic music that's like in Gaelic and stuff. So
That makes me want to take like a road trip with you and let you have like control of the music. Like a couple hours in a car just to see what you would play.
I love lo-fi. Like
I love lo-fi.
Yeah.
I like lo-fi when I'm working on like something.
Yeah.
If I'm like doing some stuff,
That's
I'm
good
like,
stuff.
I like lo-fi.
Yeah.
I also do like screamo and I do like rock, like
so
Tool
like
or
rock I'm okay with.
Yeah.
I just can't do screamo. I just never have.
Yeah, I started in instrumentals like
So the
heavy metal.
instruments screamed at you?
Polyphia, like their melodies with like guitar. Do you
Polyphia.
like Polyphia? So
Yes.
it's heavy.
I don't know
like,
what Polyphia
I wouldn't
is.
say
I found them on
screamo.
TikTok, man.
Yeah.
I also didn't know
like,
who. Sorry, this was outside of the show, but Jacob Collier.
Right.
No clue who that guy
I mean,
was.
that's okay. I wouldn't say he's underrated. I think anyone in the industry knows kind of who he is, but a lot of people equate him to like a modern day sort of Mozart. Yeah. Like he's
Okay.
one of those.
I saw a couple
savants,
because
sort of.
after I looked him up and I saw some stuff. It looked cool, but I just had never.
Yeah. He's neat.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to some more. Have you heard of him?
Who?
Jacob Collier? Collier?
I've heard the
Collier.
name.
Collier? Okay.
I've heard the name.
Yeah.
I have. He has not had the pleasure of meeting me though.
Have you heard the name Joliet?
Everybody knows who Joliet is.
I know, she's pretty famous.
No.
So, okay, who's an artist that you want to see that's currently living, like that you haven't seen yet? That's an artist that's out right now. Who?
Noah
would you-
Khan, 100%.
Who?
Want to see him live? Noah Khan. If you're into country, you would. He's kind of a.
Country?
I would say. Well,
I think more like
yeah. What would you categorize him? I wouldn't put him in country exactly, but I would
no,
say
it's that weird genre that
In
does not have a
between.
name.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like indie songwriter almost, but not even that. He's not. I wouldn't say he's indies.
yeah, mountain sort of hills, sort of. I don't know. I can't really.
It's like a folk, but like
like folk pop.
like folk pop maybe.
Yeah.
I would go to that concert. I like that kind of music.
He's in the
where it's
same
like, it's
vein
not,
as like I
crazy.
would say Mumford and Sons, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, never heard a Mumford and Sons song, but
I bet you have.
if
I'm sure you
if
have.
they
Yeah.
play it in grocery
Yeah.
stores, then yes.
They yeah.
Or
I feel
elevators.
like-
Weep, little Lyman.
Which one?
Little Lyman. Weep, little
Yeah. Oh, I love that song.
your heart.
Okay. Sure. I mean, hey, I'm into it. You could play a Mumford and Sons song, and I would probably $1,000 if you can tell me the artist. I'm not.
I
doing
think
it.
you would like it if you're.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm into a lot of
So.
things. There's no, like the only thing I don't kind of get into is like the screamo music.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know what they're saying,
Right.
and so if I knew what they were saying, then I would probably like listen to it. But
It's very stress relieving.
Mm-hmm.
I think for people to listen to, but also to do. I learned how to do it in order to put it into one of my songs.
Yeah.
I felt like one of my songs needed it. The song
Interesting.
is called Menagerie of Monsters, and it's about collecting different toxic relationships in order to gain sort of like Sylar in Heroes when he gains the powers of
Yeah.
the superheroes that he encounters. So my album is about like heartbreak and turning from having a positive outlook on love to being burnt and sort of becoming a monster yourself. So there's like a metamorphosis there. But anyway, This song Menagerie of Monsters is about like I saw the first episode, the pilot episode of Dexter. You guys ever see
love the
Dexter?
show.
So I haven't seen any more of them, but I was like,
I was gonna say I've only seen the pilot.
yeah, me too. This is a really interesting concept, a monster who hunts monsters, and I thought that would make an interesting song. And so in the song, I use operatic styles, I use pop styles, and then I use like a screamo sort of style. So
I have not heard
Is this
that
song
I'm gonna
out?
have
Is
to
it
listen
out
to
yet?
it is out, yeah.
I'm about to check
It
that
is
one out.
out.
I'm sorry. I'm stuck on just like 2 of your songs that are on. Like they're on my.
I
on
appreciate
Is
you
that the
so
one
much.
with Heartbreak?
Yeah, Heartbreaker is the name of the
Heartbreaker
album.
is-
Heartbreaker, yes.
Yeah.
That's on like I have like a Spotify like on repeat. And if you listen to a song enough times on Spotify, it just puts it in the playlist for you. And Heartbreaker and All I Dream of are just
I'm glad you like
it's number
this
1
too.
and 2. It's like
Thank you.
But I
'cause
will
you're
run a
talented.
song into the ground though. I if I like find a song I like, I will run it into the ground until I can't stand it anymore.
Are you an
Emery.
overindulger?
I am.
Yeah, me too. Like
ever heard the
addictive
band Emery?
personality. I have heard of them, but I can't say I
Yes.
know.
So they do a little bit of screaming, and I'm into that band.
Okay.
Have I heard of them because of you?
So who's an artist you kind of want to see that's living?
That you have not seen before?
Have not seen.
Okay, because I would say like
Don't you say Adele, and we're gonna fight.
I mean,
I saw her in Vegas.
Boy, answer the question.
so
Don't
that
you?
doesn't count.
I
Levi.
know, but
Hey.
like I would say closer. Zach Bryan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would want to see.
But I will say Noah Khan is when she said that, I was like, yes.
He's going to be here in June, I think, or July, and you can't get a ticket for less than $600.
Zach Bryan's going to be here later. There later.
I would want to see
That
Bruno
wasn't-
Mars.
That was not words.
No. Okay.
You're excited, though. I see.
That's fine.
You want to see Christina Aguilera?
If she's coming.
I mean, hey.
But what I
I'm a
said
genius,
was,
Papa,
while y'all are just
baby.
ignoring me, I said Bruno Mars. I'd love to see
Oh,
Bruno
yeah, I
Mars.
bet his show
Bruno
would be
Mars and
incredible.
Anderson .Paak.
Oh, together. Hold on.
They're in
Sonic,
Vegas or Silk Sonic.
Silk Sonic. Yes.
Them, I would love. Big fan of them. But
Didn't Bruno have a residency in Las Vegas?
he and Silk Sonic had
Is
a
this
residency.
going on right now?
I don't know, but I would like to see them.
I said
What
like-
about someone who's passed though? Who would you want to see who's no longer with us? Because for me, it's Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
I would if you ever seen like the footage of his concerts and people just passing out when he just shows up, I would love to be like in the front row.
Well, I saw that at.
Or they're not dead, but they have stopped touring in sync. Like they're no longer
wasn't there a
active.
rumor that they're getting back together?
Yeah, whatever. They're not doing it. But
I mean-
if they announced a tour,
Merry
I'm
Christmas.
spending every dollar
Merry
amount
Christmas
for any dollar amount.
And
Happy holiday.
there we go. Okay. I was like, I thought you. Anyways.
I went way back. Mine's Beethoven.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I would love to see a deaf. I would love to see a deaf man. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that answer. I also
I went way back.
well, and also
He's been
I
dead
meant
a
to say
long
earlier,
time.
but you also went way back on the surprise that you listened to,
And yeah.
you went to the Walmart.
Oh yeah, the Walmart kiosk. Listen,
I had to think back. I was like,
it was
oh
a
yeah, that
stressful
was a
time.
thing. Yes.
Yeah.
I miss when you could like play video games in Walmart.
I don't remember that. Like,
She was
you mean
one
test
aisle
them?
over.
Or? Yeah, I was one aisle over pressing the
Listening-
buttons.
Yeah, they have
Listening
a
to
video
Christmas
game.
themescapes. Then speaking of Christmas music, do you listen to it kind of year round, or do you only wait until that specific
I
time?
used to. I have a Christmas song I wrote that's very difficult to play on guitar that I have to play all year round, or I will forget it and be lost when people request it at Christmas time. But other than that, no, not anymore. But I used to. When I had an iPod and I had playlists on my iPod, and it just, I let it shuffle and it had Christmas music. So yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas music album?
Well, I think I mentioned
Christmas music album. I had.
that piano one was like Lifescapes. It's so cool.
Were you
so
not listening
calming.
when?
I'm sorry. Yes. Yes.
I mean, do you know where we are right now? Like,
is this the hospital? I see bright lights.
you keep embarrassing me in front of Joliet, and you're gonna be in the hospital. Boy, this is embarrassing. What was the question you just said?
Christmas album. Harry Connick Jr. has a good one.
That is a good one.
Peanuts Christmas.
Oh yeah, totally.
Love Charlie Brown Christmas.
I was gonna say Michael Bublé.
Of course.
Yeah, that's-
Naturally.
Always go back to that one. That's a great one.
Okay,
Also, I could not think of a dead artist off the top of my head. I mean, Michael Jackson's a great one.
Amy Winehouse.
Oh,
yeah.
that would be a
Oof.
good one too. Prince would also be cool just to see, like, with the theatrics.
I wouldn't want to see him.
I don't really know.
I'd love to see the insane hype with the Beatles. John.
I
Beatlemania?
thought about that.
That would be yeah.
But I would like it with like the British bus tour.
Yeah.
that one.
Nirvana, maybe.
When you go to concerts, where do you like to sit when you go to concerts?
Ideally, as close as I can get, but it depends on how much that ticket is.
I always walk in and go, okay, sound is going to be better. I guess with arena tours, like you have to pick them ahead of time, but like I would say middle, like middle front.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I sit front row.
Yeah, front row.
Got to. If not front row, like within like 2 rows. I want to see the sweat fall.
Yeah.
How much would you pay for front row tickets to see Bruno Mars?
I'd pay several $100s. I would pay. There's no money. Like there's no amount that I wouldn't pay to see it NSYNC. Like I would max out credit cards.
Okay.
Like they announce a tour. I would if it said, "Hey, one night only, Madison Square Garden." I'm booking the flight.
Just wait for like maybe 10 more years. Because like that's what New Kids on the Block is doing right now. They're doing their like
they've always been touring.
Yeah.
I don't think they stopped.
But yeah,
NSYNC, I feel
NSYNC
like they're gonna come back with like nostalgia. NSYNC.
I will max the credit card out. I don't care.
So you a Justin Timberlake fan too?
I'm an NSYNC fan. JT is perfectly fine. I enjoy his work. He is a wonderful, talented artist. He's great. His new album is so good. I like his new album. Oh, it's very good.
Yeah.
Like
I saw the NPR Tiny Desk.
I didn't catch that yet. Love Tiny Desk though. Love Tiny Desk concerts.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Tiny Desk person?
I really like T-Pain's. I know that's sort of
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so
good. And Post Malone had a really good one recently.
I haven't seen his.
Also really good.
I love T-Pain's. I love Anderson .Paak did one. Chance the Rapper did one that I really
Ooh,
love.
I bet that's good.
Anthony Hamilton. I could name a bunch that I enjoyed. Mac Miller's is phenomenal.
I know, Mac
Miller.
There you go. There's someone you could.
Yeah. Like, but T-Pain's like I watched that one. I watch it regularly.
Annually, yeah.
Yeah, I watch it a lot.
Super good.
He
listened to one of my songs.
How do you listen to? I know that.
Yeah.
I'm actually currently looking up what Tiny Desk concert is because I have no clue what you're
It's
talking
like a
about.
stripped down. NPR Tiny Desk has like a music department, and they have always been very cool, like to shout out unheard of talent that whoever is in that department goes and discovers. So when YouTube started happening and everything, they developed this segment called Tiny Desk. So you come, no effects on your voice, stripped down. It's kind of exposing, which is why T-Pain's was such an iconic one because he's famous for using auto-tune. And he kind of revealed that he can sing really, really good.
He was season 1 winner on The Masked Singer.
Is he?
He was, yeah.
I've never seen that show.
It's a little bit whatever. But
We watched it for like a couple seasons.
Yeah.
And then we'll like pop in and it's like cool to watch, but
I love that actor who is in The Community. He's one of the teachers in The Community, and he's in The Bachelor, and he's the guy that gets stuck in the trunk and like he pops out. Is it The Bachelor?
You were
what am I
talking
thinking
about
of?
Ken Jeong, and he was in The Hangover.
The Hangover. That's what it's called.
He is
The
a
Hangover.
judge
Okay.
on
Sorry.
The Masked Singer.
And so he's on The Masked Singer. That's what I know about Masked Singer.
I didn't know where you were going, but I was not expecting Kim Jong. But yes, he is
Yes.
hilarious.
Love that guy.
He is hilarious.
She said The Bachelor, and I was like, huh. And then she said The Trunk, and I was like, okay.
No.
Fun fact.
We're on the same page.
Fun fact, I actually went and saw The Hangover in theaters with my grandma, which was great because we loved comedies. It got real awkward in the ending credits, though, because there were some very vulgar pictures on the screen. And I was sitting next to my grandma, and she's like, oh!
That's really funny.
That the same grandma that loves Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On." All right.
Oh,
So
I
you
love
better tell her
her
to settle down, okay?
Yes. She sounds like a peach.
That's my nanny. She also makes the best biscuits and gravy.
Okay.
I know everybody says their grandma's is the best, but my nanny's is the best.
I don't think I've ever had one from my grandma.
Yeah.
Do you guys like biscuits and gravy?
It's my favorite breakfast meal.
Corned beef hash. All the way. All the way. Over easy eggs.
So that's what you order, like if you're like at a diner, corned
Yeah,
beef.
100%. I don't go to the diner. If it is a breakfast, thankfully, the Big Biscuit has it. There's a place called Breakfast and Lunch Lovers in Raytown. Corned beef hash.
I want you to know I was not laughing at you. I'm not expecting any of these answers that come from
Bro, like for like really, like they're like corned beef.
I've never heard someone say that's their favorite breakfast.
It's my
but I am
favorite.
here for it. I love that. I love that you love it.
I am not here for that. I don't subscribe to that. No.
It's okay.
I've never tried it. But
It's
I,
nasty.
It's very good.
But I mean,
It's a canned meat. No, it's not. It's so nasty.
I will never try Spam or anything like that. You like Spam.
Spam is actually.
Because you get the Spam Masubis from Hawaiian Bro.
I do. I like Spam.
I grew up on Vienna sausages. Canned meat.
I did
So
grow up
nasty.
on.
So-
They are gross, but then
You
there's
still eat them?
Sodium.
You still eat them, don't you?
No.
You still,
Have you ever like been in a store and like just wanted to try one?
Yes.
And have you
Yeah.
ever done it?
No. In the store.
in the
All right,
store?
Just gonna put it back.
I meant like buy a can and be like, oh, let me, because I've done that. Where I bought the can one time and I tried one. I'm like, this is not
This
as
is
good as
not-
what I
This
remembered.
doesn't hit like, when grandma stuck toothpicks in them. And
I tried to get my daughter to like them when she was younger, and my wife was like, "You are torturing her," and she hated them.
Wow.
So
why are you forcing your kid to eat Vienna sausages?
she was maybe a year old. She didn't request anything. She tried 2 bites, didn't like it. I gave her something else.
I'm sorry. I think more importantly,
bites, that's impressive.
why were
girl.
Vienna sausages in your house?
Because growing up as a kid, I ate those a lot, and so I was like, "Oh, I want my daughter to experience."
They're so bad for you. So.
Yeah. What's
can't.
even in them?
Sodium.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Like it's a tangy meat. Meat's not supposed to have tang to it. It's like,
All right, so we have not gotten to any of the actual topic
Doesn't matter.
questions today. So,
I'm having such a blast.
all right, so how do you guys listen to music? Do you guys listen through Spotify, Apple, YouTube?
I listened through Spotify because a friend many years ago, who maybe doesn't even remember, added me to his family plan, so I don't actually pay for it. I'm
is
just like
that's
on
awesome.
Spotify.
How far back was this?
4 or 5 years.
You've been just mooching off
Yes,
this spot.
yes, I have.
They're gonna see Joliet on That's How You Feel show, and they're gonna be like, "I knew it."
Bro, if that was me, I'd be like, cancel this
Delete.
family plan real quick and kick you off. I would do it for spite though. So I'm real bougie. I exclusively listen to Spotify, but I pay for Spotify and I pay for Apple Music.
So
I have both.
and I noticed that about you that you like Spotify because I'm
yeah.
I'm an only Apple Music person.
Ew.
Thank you
Why?
on behalf of all artists.
Wait, what's going-
Spotify is garbage.
Oh, so that was an actual thank you.
Yeah, actual thank
Okay, I
you.
thought
And
it
if
was-
any of you want to get Tidal, that'd be even better. Or Napster, weirdly, ironically.
Napster, didn't that used to be another thing in the back in the day?
Yeah.
When like LimeWire was out? Okay.
Obviously your music's on Apple Music too as well?
Yes, you can.
I will listen
yeah.
to it only on Apple Music now.
Thank
then.
you.
I
Yeah,
will-
we make
I
a
will-
little bit more per stream.
Sweet.
So. But
That's why I wanted to support
that
all
can
my
segue
artists.
into your what can change about the industry.
Hey.
But yeah.
You don't ever. So Levi does not ever really read our show notes. Like as one of the producers, I prep the show for success, and it only helps if we are prepared.
To be honest, once again, as proven many times in the past of this show, you are wrong. I have a whole separate folder with all my answers to all the questions, so I would be prepared tonight.
Aw.
More importantly,
I wrote
can I-
mine in this book.
Can I segue off this topic real quick?
Sure.
Remember when we talked about Reese's Pieces? And I got lit up. I got lit up in the
We both
comments
did.
about because I say Reese's Pieces and not Reese's Pieces the correct way.
I kind of like Reese's Pieces.
I do too.
Thank you.
I have never been more happy about being incorrect about something I don't care about.
Well, and since you brought that up, the thing is
I got lit up in those comments.
I know how it's pronounced. Like I know how it's supposed to be. Like Reese says, P says.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, that. You see how hard I have to work to say it like that? It is so natural for me.
You didn't say it like that.
No, like to say it like I did.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it's so natural for me to say Reese's Pieces. That
Can we hear from the actual Reese's people, please?
They're if they
Leave it-
comment
someone-
and say it's
someone at
Reese's
the
Pieces, I'll be like,
Reese is what?
Maybe we could be. Maybe they could say it's Reese's Pieces, and we become in the next Super Bowl commercial.
Seeking sponsorship, please.
Plugging our show.
So back to music, though.
Trying to make it big. How do you become famous?
How can I become famous?
No, how do you? We want to know how you become famous because you're famous.
I'm not. No, that could segue into misconceptions about streamers.
The reason. So to get back,
yeah,
the reason why I was confused was because we have a bunch of questions before that question.
Yeah, no, you're
and
good.
so I wasn't into that. I got you now, but
you're fine.
What's the next question, Caleb?
Well, who's on repeat for you? But we kind of already talked about like who.
No, I wanted this question. So, I went to my Apple Replay album, but Pink Skies by Zach Bryan. It's his newest song. I love Zach Bryan. Pioneer Drive by Tyler Corbin. You probably don't know who he is.
Nope.
He's someone I found on TikTok.
Sounds
He's like
super
he's like a not well known, but that song is I would recommend.
What's it called?
Pioneer Drive.
Okay.
Stick Seasons by Noah Kahn, and then Beautiful Things by Benson Boone.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Who's
What
on
about
repeat
you?
for you in your Spotify that you're
Let
stealing
me take
from
notes
your?
though, because I feel like
Oh, well, I have one album because Nova and my daughter Nova, we have a playlist together. And so she and I absolutely love Jake, JVKE. And his album, This Is What _ feels like. So literally that whole album is on repeat because of her.
No, I don't know who she's talking about.
Okay, I was just making sure. My wife's back there going, yes, yes.
I listen to Walker Hayes. What do you think I know who Jake is?
But yeah, he's really good. He's in a genre they're calling cinematic pop right now, which is like it's just like heavy piano movements in it and violin and stuff like that, and then you throw beats in it. It's so good. You would love it. You would love it. It's very good.
I'll have to listen to it.
I'll put it on the way home.
It's very good. She's got a song called The Space. Or is it, This Is What Space Feels Like, maybe? I don't know. He keeps naming him that way. This is what heartbreak feels like. This is what love feels like. This is what, yeah.
Is it in
Golden Hour
You may
might
have
be
said
one that
this.
you know. It's pretty famous.
Golden Hour sounds very familiar. Is it all instruments or is there lyrics too?
Oh, yeah. He sings. There's
Okay,
lyrics, yeah.
okay.
It's like him and his brother. His brother's a producer. Very
Yeah.
good stuff.
I'll check them out. I've never.
And I had some help. Post Malone, Morgan
that's a
Wallen's
good
new
song.
song. It's a good one.
I had some help.
So I kind of want to switch gears just for a hot second because another
For the
fun
19th time.
yeah.
episode.
Because another fun fact about Joliet is that she loves musicals.
I do.
Ooh,
That's so true.
I do too.
Oh, no.
So
You're going to have to put a compressor on this mic because I have a loud laugh.
Hey,
Get
the
that
people are
threshold
here
in there.
for it. So I'm gonna name 5 musicals and I want you to rank them without knowing what's coming next.
Okay.
So 1 through 5, I'm gonna give you the first one and you put it wherever you feel like it should go without knowing what's next.
Okay.
Rent.
4.
Okay. The Sound of Music.
That was low.
5.
All right, Grease.
Oh, 5. 12.
So
But okay,
Grease will be 3.
3. All
Okay.
right.
Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, 17.
So 2.
Yeah, dadgummit. Please be one that I like.
It's not gonna be.
Annie.
48. Just reverse that entire thing. There you go.
So
Why wasn't High School Musical listed in there?
I've honestly never seen that.
It was a joke.
because that's one of the worst ones.
Hey, we're all in this together.
I don't know. This.
Okay, so clearly I just named 5 musicals that you don't really care for. What's one that you do love?
Favorite musical of all time is Les Miserables.
Okay.
So big fan. I also, I don't know. There's other ones. They're kind of tough. I love anything with Gene Kelly. So Brigadoon, Singing in the Rain.
What's that? What's his song? Oh wait, no,
Singing in the Rain.
no. Sorry, hold
True.
on. What's the song that references Gene Kelly?
Oh, I don't know.
I could be fly, I could be fine,
Yes!
I could be fine, I could be... I don't know. I also don't know it. I heard that melody on TikTok.
Is that he's referenced to that song?
I don't know. Is that the Music Man? Yeah, all right. More importantly, though,
What about Waitress? Have you seen Waitress?
I love Waitress. I
love
think it's very
Waitress.
good. I
Kinda.
like The Greatest Showman. I think that's very
That's
good.
such
a very good one.
I'm not like putting it in the top, but Les Mis is always a top for me. I love the redemption story in that just makes my heart.
So
Also the music.
switching gears back again, what got you into music? Like, what was like your first like introduction into music?
My dad was a singer and songwriter, primarily a songwriter is where he found success in the contemporary Christian music industry when I was growing up. So when I was an infant, we moved to Nashville and I grew up there.
Nice.
So anyway, and he wrote for artists in the 90s. So that's kind of how we got started. It was always in our house. He had his studio. It's so funny to think about this because everyone has like a studio now, but like he had a studio in his living room. We were growing up, and speakers and blaring, like can't even tell what is happening. There's just booms happening all around the house, and right there in the living room. And my friends and I would be running around the neighborhood, my brothers, and we'd flit through the house, and there's something going on. He was writing musicals. He was writing like.
So
yeah.
Was he like, hey, come here, I want you to be a part of this? Or were you just maybe naturally curious as to what he was up to?
Just being like surrounded by it, maybe?
Surrounded by it a lot. It's funny how when you think about your parents and the hand that they have. When we were growing up, it was a struggle. My parents worked more than one job in order to pay bills. When you're a songwriter in the industry, I think it's a joke. You make fractions of pennies on stuff. So there wasn't streaming services back then, but like, I think he made a nickel every time, a song played on the radio or something. Maybe not even that much. Maybe that's too generous. Anyhow, we were involved in church music a lot. Like I was in this little troupe of singers, and like if you look me up on Discogs or whatever, it'll actually show an official like children's
What's Discogs?
church music. It's like a website where you can see official industry.
Let her keep talking.
Like official industry songs and
Ignore
like
me.
producers and all
Yep.
the people that were involved in it get credits on.
I've been told to shut up.
It's like a
so
reputable website for
I'll be
figuring
quiet.
out who worked on music.
I'm into it.
So anyway, I was surrounded by it, but he wasn't very heavy-handed in like heavy supportive. Like my mom and him were heavy supportive, but I'm not going to say like I didn't have my really strict piano lessons or guitar lessons, which we all regret later when we want to turn out to be a
So
musician.
much.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Like I wish it was like that, but I don't think my relationship with my parents would have been as wonderful as it was had it been very heavy-handed like that. So it's kind of funny because my kid is very clearly musically gifted, but she's just not, like if I had a piano in the house, like right there in the living room, I think that she would probably play with it and write things on it. In my studio, which again is so weird to think that I have a studio, just like my dad did, she'll sit down at the synthesizer and push buttons and change it and like put the reverb on her vocal and like make sounds and stuff. I wonder if she'll turn out to be, if she'll want to choose a career in music.
Like a Joliet 5.
She could be like a Joliet4.
Just call her Little Joe.
Well, two things from that. So, did you get your love of musicals from your dad? Because you mentioned he like wrote some musicals.
Oh yeah, so Dad wrote like an Easter cantata, but that was very popular back in the 90s.
Yes,
like
it was.
everyone was doing. And so he and a friend of his wrote some very heavy songs for that. So it was
probably
successful.
not your love for musicals from
No,
that.
I don't know where that came from. Maybe my grandparents, because
Okay.
we would watch Court Jester or State Fair or, was everyone's first musical Judy Garland and the one where she's in Kansas, but there's a tornado.
Wizard of
Thank
Oz.
you, The Wizard of Oz. Because there's another musical now about that. I'm confused. Wicked. Okay.
I
so.
have not seen that yet.
It's good. I saw it. First time I saw it was at the Midland.
Nice.
It's very cool.
They're
Yeah.
making a movie out of it, so I'll probably see
Yeah.
the movie before I get to see the actual.
With what's her face,
Yeah.
and then what's her face as well.
Coming soon, folks, to a theater near you.
Yeah. It's gonna be good though.
Oh yeah. No. Is there anybody that you would like to like collaborate with in music? I was gonna actually.
100%. I would love to work with John Bellion. Call me.
Oh.
Thank you.
Again, another.
We'll tag him in this. He's a big fan of us,
Yeah.
so
He
He's
actually asked to be on
incredibly
the show.
underrated. So
John Bellion.
John Bellion. Yeah.
Belli-
What's his big hit?
All Time Low probably
Yes.
is the one everyone knows.
I'm at an all time
Low, 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 low. I play this at all my shows.
No? Okay. So does your daughter sing?
Yeah, she
So
sings.
would
yeah.
she... Is there videos of you guys like singing together? Or?
I did capture once. We were in the car and she was this is so cute that Disney does this, but Frozen 2 put out their soundtrack and we were just getting into that, and she has very long past her butt like blonde hair, so she's Elsa obviously. So it's the song it's at the end and it makes me cry every time I hear it. No, the one at the end where she's like,
oh, how do we not know about this? No, it's the other Elsa song. It's the other ballad
where she discovers that
show
yourself. Yeah, so she's singing
that one.
anyway.
I don't have a daughter. I don't know what's going on here. So
So that's no excuse. This is brilliant music. It truly
is a very good musical.
Speaking of, that goes up there
Movie.
in the musical rankings. Is all
Frozen 2?
Frozen 2. Oh my gosh, the music is so good.
It is very good. I do love the music. Okay. I do. I really do. It's
brilliant.
Like,
Those guys know what they're doing. It's amazing. So anyway,
I think they're working on Frozen 3 right now.
Ugh.
Oh, good. Yeah. Ugh, he says. So when they put out the soundtrack at the very end, they put unreleased songs that got cut, which is very cool because there's a very cute one where Kristoff is trying to propose to Anna, and then they put out the karaoke tracks for these songs. So we're singing "Show Yourself." She's holding down the melody, and I'm supposed to play all the other parts. I'm the mom in the song, but she held her part while I was harmonizing, and I was like, "Oh, it's starting!" So I was like filming. I was like trying to drive and like film her like holding down her part while I'm harmonizing. It was a very proud mommy moment.
No, I imagine the day that Brooklyn will like sing a song with me, like I can't wait for that. But it's
just the best.
Yeah,
it's the best.
I am excited to see maybe in the future some songs
Don't mind me.
featuring Lil Joe.
That would be cool. But she's not. So she's not a performer like I thought she would be. So she loves cosplay. We got her into the Studio Ghibli movies very early on. So she's more of a Ghibli girl than a Disney girl.
Okay.
And there's this one called Princess Mononoke, and the cover art, we had it, but the cover, she's not, it's like rated R. And like kids, or no, it's PG-13 is what it is. And so she's not 13, obviously. She's 8. Sorry, you don't know that. Hi. Anyway, my kid's not 13. But she was 4 at the time, and she really wanted to see this movie because there's a beautiful girl riding a white wolf, and she really likes wolves. So we let her watch it at age 5. It is heavy, like content-wise, but anyway, this is a unnecessary rapid trail. But I made her a costume, and now, like for 3 years or something, she was Princess Mononoke every year.
That's awesome.
So she does take on the character, and she'll walk around and be like method acting, like Princess Mononoke. She is very serious, like save the forest, humans are scum, like that's
Okay.
that's her like thing. So that's what Nova's like. She's just angry all the time, like when she's being, are you Mononoke today? Obviously
She's very chill.
she is a chill kid.
Yeah, no, which I mean, I love it, and Brooklyn loves going and playing with her.
It's so cute that they get to play together on Sunday mornings. So I expected her to want to put on her Elsa dress and like be Elsa, or like be in. There was a choice between like last summer school, between choosing the STEM side or the art side. The STEM side does a ton of obviously science and math and everything, and they do a bunch of like field trips. Or you could do the arts side and put on a production. She was not at all interested in putting on a production.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, are you going to sing a solo in the choir at school? She's like, no. And I'm like, okay. All right. So I'm going to take her to I'm going to take her to the Kansas City Comic-Con at some point, dressed in her Mononoke, and see how she feels about that attention. And like, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, and she'll probably feel more comfortable because it's more her element.
Maybe so.
Yeah, hopefully.
Where she's not like being held to like a dialogue or a song or something. I don't know.
Well, and I will tell you, singing, when you have to sing, what in the world does that look
Go for it.
I
What are
was
you about
gonna
to say?
I was gonna say singing in front of your family is for me when I was singing was like the most intimidating thing.
I agree.
What'd you think I was gonna say?
Something dumb.
Wait, why? Is your family musical or not?
So I mean, they've Not as musical as yours.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest musical person in my family, I would say. My grandma used to sing in, do you know who Nancy Harmon is? Mm-mm. Who's the other old Christian singer? Bill Gaither band.
That guy.
Is that his name?
Yeah. Okay. No, wait, is that right? Yes.
You mean Amy Grant?
Sandy Patty.
Next. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, she sang in her choir for years when she was a kid. But like she didn't sing when she was older. No one was ever saying, hey, be a singer. It's just something that always came naturally. And so I was the I
thought you meant like she sang in this celebrities choir. And I was like, oh, you mean like in school?
Well, it was like a big deal.
Oh, cool.
It was like a Christian celebrity.
That's really cool. Okay, I was wondering where this is going.
Back in the 70s, maybe 60s.
Cool.
Late
Yeah.
60s.
For revivals or something, or
yeah. So it was like because choirs were big.
Oh yeah.
And so Nancy Harmon on the piano. They had a reunion, so I got to see her. Her in the choir with Nancy Harmon.
Cool.
Why are you laughing?
Caleb's family's pretty musical.
I got nothing.
I don't know. You guys are. He was in that band.
So what are you currently working on? So
Does she not know about the band?
You have a project that you're working on with Tyler Levs right now.
Did you know?
And
we'll talk later.
So you touched on that briefly, the mutual project.
Yeah.
You also may have just told our viewers that you have not watched some of our episodes.
That's accurate. Sorry. So which episode am I going back to watch to find out about Caleb's band that he was in? All of them.
Episode 2
This is a
or
reference.
3?
So it was
2 and 3.
So it was actually your project with Tyler that you're working on right now. Is mutual like the new project that you're working on? Because Joliet has been putting out music for a while now. So is this the next thing, the new thing?
It's going to have to be side by side. When I started working with Tyler, we agreed. So I used to be in a Christian band. Mm-hmm. Pseudo with you. Many years ago. And I put all my eggs in that basket. And then when that didn't work out, I was absolutely devastated.
Okay.
So when hubby and I were exploring doing music again, for me to do music again, we were like, all right, let's see how this. I don't like working for myself. It's very difficult. I'm very unmotivated. I don't time manage well. When I set a deadline and a goal, I'm like, I'm just gonna take a nap instead. Thanks. Yes. So it's tough. I need an accountability partner. It's the same with working out. Like I need someone to like call me and be like, get your butt on your machine or whatever. Yeah. So working with him lights me all the way up because I have excitement again. I have someone to impress or at least to pull weight, and he's just as ambitious as I am, and so it's very fun to kind of do this duo thing. But we decided this can't totally consume us. He's also a solo artist, so he works on his solo stuff, I work on my solo stuff, and we promised to put this mutual stuff kind of second.
And he lives in another state, correct?
He lives in Maine.
Yeah. Okay. I knew it wasn't Maine. Close.
Yeah, no. So I'll fly to New England once every couple of months to do a run of shows with him, and we'll make some content. We'll write, we'll record. So, but I have to say, yes, I'm still doing Joliet stuff, but I also have a partner in my solo stuff. So I usually, I'll write acoustic music, which I'm working on an acoustic project at the moment. A bunch of songs that are stripped down versions of what you find on my Heartbreaker album. Like I would say, a third of them are that. And the rest are brand new songs that I have no intention of fully producing. So, they're just folk, Americana, pop, like just me and my acoustic guitar or me and my electric guitar.
I'm into it. I can't wait for that project.
Thanks. I'm
I
excited
love the Heartbreaker
I'm going to
album.
download.
Thanks.
I know it's not just on Twitch, but I'm going to download Twitch now just to.
If you want, I'm also whenever I stream on Twitch, I also stream simultaneously on YouTube and on TikTok. So you're going to get the same thing no matter which platform.
Okay, so
you
I have
come
seen
to.
some of your streams then.
Yes, you have.
But it's not been on Twitch. Okay, that makes sense.
It's a new thing. Twitch, I'm a partner on Twitch, and they used to not allow you to create the same content on other. It's like a non-competing clause in the contract, but they got rid of that because none of us are bringing new viewers into Twitch. So let's the more you diversify, the better.
So basically, she's famous.
No.
Basically, that's what I heard.
Wrong.
So you mentioned working with Tyler. You mentioned traveling to New England states, and then you also mentioned this wonderful daughter that you have. How do you balance all of these projects while still being semi-motivated to do?
Not well. It is a struggle. It's a constant struggle. And I probably complain about it so often that I'm just not productive.
You spend more time complaining about it.
Complaining about
I
it
have so much work to do. Can you believe my day? Ugh.
3 hours later, I can't believe we're still here.
It's so tough. I was just talking to one of the amazing things that Twitch has brought to me that I feel completely blessed about is a team of supporters. So for anyone who's unfamiliar with live streaming, you turn on your camera, you could do whatever you want, basically, and then hopefully the algorithm will feed you random people, but if they don't, then you go out and you kind of network and you get to know people and pull people in to watch you do whatever it is you're turning your camera on to do. Now there are terms and conditions. Okay, you can't just anyway. There are other websites for that. Just look at their faces.
Oh boy.
Anyway, if you, I saw one lady painting woodblocks once, and people were tipping her way disproportionate to her quality of painting. It's fine. There's people playing Rocksmith and but mostly people play video games on Twitch.
That's
like
what
Fortnite.
I have known Twitch for because of all my younger cousins. They would always want to stream.
Yeah. So, and there's personalities, and the exciting part is if they ever pull you into play, on their teams or whatever. So that's fun. And I do like to play any video game. It's a very good way to sort of diversify your content. But
how did you become a paid part? I don't know if it's paid, but a part.
Okay, you have to meet a certain amount of milestones. So
she's famous.
No, you have to average 75 people per stream to kind of be allowed to unlock the ability to ask for partnership, to apply for partnership. I applied 3 times, I want to say, twice or 3 times, and got a no each time. And then I just kind of gave up, and they ended up emailing me and saying, "Did you want to be a partner?" And I'm like,
Well, how the turntables.
Those applications didn't mean anything.
well, I think they just changed their criteria. Whoever was reading those applications and denying them, I think they just decided, maybe we should be a little bit more lenient with some of this stuff. So whatever it was. And they never really came back with a reason either. So I was like, I don't know how to improve. But the draw to becoming a partner is that you might be able to negotiate a better deal on your subscriptions. So you can watch Twitch for free. It's the same on TikTok and on YouTube. You can watch for free, or you can choose to support the person that you're viewing, and you, in exchange, won't have to watch ads, right?
Okay.
So
you subscribe to them?
Mm-hmm, yeah, and then the song that you requested isn't interrupted with some advertisement.
Yeah. I subscribe to her.
That's smart. Okay.
Thank you, Caleb.
Well, I will once I download Twitch.
You do not have to.
No, I
Just
do.
watch on TikTok and give me those roses.
Hey, so
That's
for
fine.
folks,
there we go.
for
The little roses.
just real quick, we have a very small but humble audience. For our viewers, if you have Twitch, go ahead and subscribe to Joliet4.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But it's nice. It supports the stream and everything. But there's a team of people that I have to recruit to help keep my stream clean and safe. If there's trolls that come into the chat and want to talk about, I don't know, horrible derogatory things or are just lame, are just not related to the content sometimes. And so they're called moderators. Mm-hmm. And a lot of my all of my moderators are absolutely brilliant. I have the best moderators on Twitch.
Do you pay them?
I don't.
Okay.
They're volunteer.
Okay.
I do like to sometimes send them a gift card for Christmas, but I missed last year. I'm sorry. But anyway.
There's that meme of that one guy. You guys are getting paid?
Yeah. No.
From We're the Millers.
But some of my moderators are we call it Team Joliet.
Okay.
And so they help me. In fact, this is a recent development. They help me report my shows to ASCAP, which is my PRO. ASCAPs where you register your songs before you release them, and they help collect royalties on your behalf.
Actually, now that you mentioned that again, I do know that.
There's BMI, ASCAP, and CSAC, and I'm part of ASCAP. But anyway, you can also report your shows, like the one I played at High Tides. That's like it's like I'll give that my friends, my moderators, Team Joliet, a set list, and they'll go report that to ASCAP, and I actually get paid royalties for doing my own songs.
Nice.
So, and if I did cover songs, those artists get paid for me doing their cover songs. So
And this is kind of just off the topic. What's like a useless talent that you have?
I can do this. Look, this is hard. This is not the same finger. So you try it. I had to train myself to do this. Yep.
Caleb, you're not trying. Again, I want to have you back on the show because your answers are so unexpected. I was not expecting.
I can also kind of moonwalk.
You can. You did it yesterday.
I did it better during the service than the video I posted of rehearsal.
I could have bet every dollar in my account about a useless talent. Not every dollar would have never mentioned her fingers.
Finger rockets. I can do them.
I hate myself for even trying it. I hate myself for even putting my fingers up on my knees.
I can also wiggle my ears.
I'm so angry with myself.
Isn't that like, is this?
Yeah, you're doing it. Very good. See,
Do it for the camera because we have really great cameras here. Do it.
that's your eyebrows. I don't know if you know. There you go. It's like a little bit
anyways,
of a,
No, please let me just let me keep this show on the tracks.
You're the one who's brought on a tangent. It's time for our weekly segment, bro.
Oh, I wanted to ask. her.
No, we can ask him the next time we have her back.
All right, bet. Before we do the weekly segment, I got one for you. I got a blind ranking for you, my good friend.
Uh-oh.
You are going to blind rank some singers.
Okay.
And they are all female.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 10.
I
First,
will say, if you didn't put Adele on this list out of spite, that is really mean. Go ahead.
all right. Carrie Underwood.
3.
For time, man.
3.
Oh, okay.
Did he say 3?
He said 3. Oh. Kelly Clarkson.
4. I should have.
All right. Britney Spears.
I actually should. Can I change Kelly Clarkson?
No.
Britney Spears. Are we talking about younger me or? I would say like 9.
Oof, that's mean. Celine Dion.
Okay, 5.
Hey, can you keep track of where he's putting this
I
at?
have
Okay,
2.
cool.
I have
All right,
2
here
and
we
1
go.
left.
You're
She
right.
is. I
You're
mean,
right.
she's
You're
an
right.
all-time legend.
Fergie.
National anthem, Fergie.
Oh, not fair.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Fergie.
I'm afraid you're going to pull out someone worse.
Right.
I'll give Fergie an 8 because actually,
Okay.
Black Eyed Peas, I could listen to them all day long.
Lady Gaga.
6.
Oh, gosh.
Well, his spots are taken up, aren't they?
I know.
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera.
The hard part is you don't know who's next.
Right?
I have 10, 2, and 1 left.
Mm-hmm.
Just
You're 7, right?
7.
She can.
She can sing, but I mean,
where you're putting these people is heartbreaking to me. Pink.
2.
All right. T Swift.
I would love to see. You're gonna break my wife's heart.
T Swift.
It's only because I
1
have
or 10.
1 or 10. I have to put it. If you did not put Adele on this list,
It's going to be Bette Midler.
we're gonna fight. But I'm gonna give Taylor Swift a 10, thinking that we're actually friends.
All right. Last person. Bette Midler.
She does deserve 1 in her own field. Oh, no.
I have purposely left Adele off of this.
I should have known that too.
That's great.
Now let's get into our weekly segment.
I'm actually probably gonna not like my list.
I don't like your list.
It's hard.
It's heartbreaking.
No, well, you got to understand. Carrie Underwood and Kelly Clarkson were on American Idol, and I have all kinds of years of American Idol knowledge, and fandom.
Because what hurt me is because like Pink can actually sing.
Oh my!
I put her
Christina
at 2.
Aguilera can sing.
I put Pink at 2.
Like Lady Gaga can sing.
Yes, no, I agree.
And you just
you're putting
butchered these people.
You're putting all of these people that can sing up next to each other. You want me to put them all at one?
You should have argued for it.
The ranking is actually like horizontal. It's not vertical. Okay, that's how this works because music is so diverse. There you go.
I would actually love to see one of Pink live too.
Me too. Did you hear her duo group?
No.
Excuse me?
With Dallas Green. They're called You Plus Me, and they're so good. They're so good.
I fell in love with Pink when I was in like middle school.
Oh yeah.
Like I think it was like her first album, like her hit single "Most Girls." She
No,
performed
what's
that
the
live
one?
at like the American Music Awards.
Jagged? No, that's Alana Morissette.
I don't know. I just like I'm coming out, so you better. I think that's
started.
Is that her?
That's
Yeah.
Pink.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, okay, so
had to
Adele was
double-
on the list, but when she said Bette Midler, I was like,
I knew it. That's why I left
Bette
one
Midler.
open. Adele.
All
I mean,
right.
can we just sing a song together? Please.
can we do the weekly segment now?
Well, you took up all our time.
No, we didn't. We got time for it.
Yeah, what you got this week?
So, a weekly segment of That's How You Feel. What was my thing?
Hiding in Costco.
So, people think I'm an extrovert. I'm really not. If I was in Costco shopping for items and I saw
a high five count?
Nope. And I saw someone that I didn't want to see me. Because if I knew if I saw this person and they see me, they're gonna talk to me. I wasn't in the mood to talk. I was low key kind of in a hurry, and I was like, oh, I don't want to see that person. So I literally went the other way. And every time I was so scared of running into this person that I would like look around the aisle first before I was like, okay, I can go down this aisle. And if I saw them like coming up, like, cause we were like converging on like the checkout lanes together, and I did another lap around the grocery store just to like.
Who was it? How deep? Like, it better not been like your mom or your brother.
No. It was one of my dad's best friends. Like this person has known me since I was born, and I just didn't want to talk to him. And I finally I did another lap. I wasted so much time in this store avoiding this person that I knew. And I got to the checkout lane and like I finally like ran into them again. Wasn't even the person. Complete stranger.
No.
I wasted so much time avoiding
The stress.
nobody.
Yeah.
I almost walked up to him and was like, hey, just so you know, I was avoiding you this entire time. You don't know
Good
me.
thing
and
you
I-
didn't come be like, hey. Did you do that as a kid? Like run up to someone and be like, Mom, and they turn around and it's not your mom.
Yes. Terrifying.
Oh,
Yes. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Run away. And they
I've
go
done
hide
it in-
in between the racks of
Yeah.
the clothes.
I've done it in restaurants where I walk up, hey, I don't know you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Done it. I don't have a. That's my like story or
Hey.
rant. It's just I avoid people.
I do too.
Most of the time I do.
I feel like we've talked about that on the show.
Can I tell another story?
For the sake of time, save it for the next episode.
fine.
What do you have for us on our weekly segment? It's called That's How You Feel.
Sure
It's
is.
where you can thank you. Wow. It's where you can, if you have any rants or random, like what grinds your gears, or praise, you can give a shout out to your Team Joliet.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do. Let's praise Team Joliet. Thank you guys for your help.
That was
we were
mine,
talking
so-
about. That was yours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we're done. No, like right now we're trying to make content. You guys know the grind of content making, and so trying to balance Team Joliet with Team Mutual is like impossible. And so they were talking about. They just volunteered. So now, like today, for example. Oh shoot. I should set up my camera. I've been filming everything I do all day to kind of give a diary of what, because I don't stream online every day.
Like a day in the life?
Yeah, day in the life. Yeah, yeah. Like I don't stream every day. So, how hard can it be to be a musician or whatever? And I'm like, well, I don't know. So I got up this morning and just filmed myself doing all the stuff I do, my morning chores and mom, wife, life stuff. And then all the music stuff I've been doing. I had
Nice.
some meetings and editing video and
I want to do that too for my
updating
life.
websites.
I'm not interesting, but I want to do it.
You're very interesting.
Thank you.
Don't lie to him.
Or I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
What's your rant or
I
story?
I didn't really have any.
And I can't tell my other story. You don't even have one, and I can't share my story.
Well, you don't let people finish talking. So this is awkward.
That's why we're at an exit interview right now.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Folks, it has been great. Thanks for joining us
really
for
not gonna let me
another
do my stuff?
episode.
Messed up.
We will see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching. You
Well,
wrong.
because mine was good. I was going to say adulting. I hate it. 0 out of 5
It's the worst.
on Yelp.
It's a,
But
it's a tart.
it was a cop-out.